The next operator what we are going to discuss is an unary operator. So let's see what is unary operator in Java. So we have done with arithmetic, relational, logical and assignment operator. So the next operator what we are going to look is unary operator in Java. Let's see what is unary operator. So the unary operator in Java has two types. So we have two types of unary operator. So the first operator what we have is increment operator, and next is we have an decrement operator. Now the increment operator has been divided into two types. One is post increment, another one is pre-increment. Similarly, for a decrement operator, we have post-decrement operator, and second one we have pre-decrement operator. So let's see first what is increment operator, and then we will be discussing about this decrement operator. So let's see what is increment operator. Increment operator in Java. So the first one what we are going to discuss is the post increment operator. So let's see what is post increment operator. So the increment in itself, we have to understand the value needs to be get increment one by one. For example, consider in A is equal to 10. Now I want to increment the A value until I get 1000. So for that what we will be doing, we will be saying A plus 1, right? So it need to increment by 1 by 1. So in that scenarios, instead of writing A plus 1, we will be using the increment operator in Java. So how I have to write an increment operator is A plus plus. So A plus plus is nothing but A plus 1 only. We are writing it in the format of A plus plus. And now it's actually going to work. So consider we have int A is equal to 100. Int B is equal to A plus plus. So when I say A plus plus, how it's going to work is, what is the A value over here? 100, right? So first the value 100 has came. So this 100 value is going to assign to B first. After that only it's going to increment the value of 100 to 101. Okay, so how the post increment operator is going to work? First, it will assign that value of A to B. After that only, the 100 value is going to get increment. So this is how you will post. That's why we call post increment. First, it will assign the value. After that only, it's going to increment. That's the reason we called it as a post increment operator. So let's take another example. In A is equal to 200. In B is equal to A plus plus and then plus A plus plus. Now see, first what happened? First 200 will come over here. Now 200 value first assigned to B, and then what it do? Increment. How much it is increment? 201. So consider you have A value, first carries 200, right? First it is assigning the value to B. After assigning the value to b, and then what it is doing, the value of a is getting increment to 201. Now again what it do, when I say a plus plus, what is the a value? 201. So again this value be assigning to b, but we have to add the 200 plus 201 first. 200 plus 201, we get 10401. So the 401 value would be assigning to b. Now again what is the a value would be? A value would be incremented down, it's going to be 202. So this is how your post increment operator is going to work. So first it will have the value of a, and then first it will assign the value to b, and then it's going to increment. So let's have a story for this. So consider there is a person called A. Okay. So what the person want to learn swimming. So what he want to learn? Swimming. Okay, so first what the person is doing is, by seeing the swimming pool, a person is first coming and standing, and then is jumping. Okay, a person is coming and standing and then jumping, coming and standing and then jumping. So a person who don't know how to swim, so a person is trying to learn. So in that case what that person is doing is, first he is coming and standing near to the swimming pool, and then he is jumping, right? So first what it is doing, first he is coming and standing, right? So that's what your A operator is also doing over here. First it is under this coming, it's assigning the value, and then he is jumping, right? First he is coming and standing here, and then he keep on jumping. Similarly, your value is getting incremented. So first it is coming and assigning the value, and then only you do one increment operator, right? So let's take another example for this. So consider you have int a is equal to 300, int b is equal to a plus plus, and then a plus plus, and then a plus plus. Let's see how it's going to work. So first 300 will come. So first the 300 will be assigned to b, and then the value of a plus plus would be increment. So now what is the value that would be stored in the a is 301. So 301 would come, and again it will do increment 302. So what is the a value now? 302. Now again 302 will come, and then it will increment 303. So now what is the a value would be? 303. So now our a value would be 303, right? Now we need to add 300 plus 301 plus 302, 903. So now b value would be 903. So a post increment operator, first it will come and assign the value, and then only it's going to increment the value of a. Let's take another example also. Int a is equal to 500, int b is equal to 200. So let's take int c is equal to a plus plus, b plus plus, and again a plus plus, and again b plus plus, again a plus plus. So let's see how it's going to work. So what is the a value first? So a value was 500, and then it's going to increment. So now what is the a value first? 501. Now when I say b plus plus, what is the b value? First 200, and then it's going to increment, so it's going to be 201. When it's come to again a plus plus, what is the latest value of a would be stored? The incremented value would be going to store it in the a. So the incremented value is what? 501. and again it's going to increment to 502. Now what is the A value would be 502. What is the B++? What is the latest B value? We have 201. Now again it's going to increment 202. So what is the B value now? 202. Now again A++. What is the latest A value? We have 502. Now it's going to increment. It's going to be 503. So the latest value of A is 503 and B value is 202. So now we have to add all the values, that is 500, 200, 501, 201 plus 502. So if we add all those values, that all those values would be assigned to C. So this is how your post increment operator is going to work. Let's take another example for a post increment. Int A is equal to 20. Int B is equal to 30. Int C is equal to 40. Int D is equal to 60. So let's take int value is equal to A++, B++, A++, C++, D++, B++, and then D++. So let's solve this. So what is the value of A? So first the value of A is 20 and then it's going to increment to 21. Now the value of A would change it to 21 first. And then B++. What is the B value? B value is 30 and then it's going to increment. So the first B value would be 31. Again A++. What is the A value now? 21, right? So 21 would come and then incremental value would be 22. C value is 40. It's going to increment 41. So now it's going to be 41. So coming to D++, 60. It's going to increment 61. Again B++. What is the latest value of B? 31. Again it's going to increment 32. And again D++. What is the D value? The latest D value is 61. 61, 62. Now the D value is 62. So let's check it one more time. So A value is 20. It's going to increment 21. And then again A is there. So 21, 22. And then so the latest value of A is 22, correct. So coming to B value, first we have 30, 31, and then 31 and then 32. Yes, correct. So we have only one C++, 41. D is 60, 61, 61, 62. Now we have to add 20, 30, 21, 40, 60, 31, 61. So that all those values will be assigning to this value. So the job of post increment operator, first assign the value and then it keeps on increment. That increment value will be going to get stored in the respective variables. So where this post increment operators and pre increment operators have been used is the control statements like if, while, do while, for loop, nested for loop. In this kind of control flow statements, we will be using increment operators in Java. In my next session, we will be discussing what is pre-increment and we will be working on programs on increment operators.